Imagine waking up one morning to find that the length of a day on Earth has doubled. Instead of the familiar 24 hours, we now have 48 hours from sunrise to sunrise. How would this change our lives, our planet, and everything we know? Today, we'll explore the fascinating implications of a 48-hour day on Earth. To understand the impact of a 48-hour day, let's start with the basics. The length of a day is determined by Earth's rotation on its axis. Currently, it takes about 24 hours for Earth to complete one full rotation. If this slowed down, doubling the length of a day, it would have profound effects on our world. First, let's consider the immediate effects on our daily lives. With 24 hours of daylight followed by 24 hours of night, our sleep patterns and daily routines would be completely disrupted. Our bodies are adapted to a roughly 24-hour cycle, known as the circadian rhythm. This rhythm influences our sleep, alertness, and overall health. A sudden change to a 48-hour day would likely cause significant disruption to our circadian rhythms. Initially, people might experience sleep disorders, fatigue, and decreased productivity. Over time, our bodies might adapt, but it would be a challenging transition, potentially requiring new social norms and work schedules. The extended periods of daylight and darkness would also have dramatic effects on our environment. Regions close to the equator would experience intense heat during the extended day and cooler temperatures during the long night. Meanwhile, polar regions would face even more extreme temperature variations. Photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy, will be significantly impacted. Plants adapted to a 24-hour light cycle might struggle with prolonged sunlight, potentially leading to overexposure and dehydration. Conversely, extended darkness could hinder growth and affect crop yields. Plants are incredibly adaptable, but a sudden shift to 48-hour days would be a major challenge. We might need to develop new agricultural practices or even genetically modify crops to thrive under these conditions. Greenhouses with controlled lighting could become essential for consistent food production. Animals, too, would face significant changes. Many species rely on the natural light cycle for feeding, mating, and migration. Extended days and nights could disrupt these behaviors, potentially leading to shifts in populations and ecosystems. Wildlife would need to adapt to these new light conditions. Nocturnal animals might struggle with prolonged daylight, while diurnal animals could find the extended night challenging. Over time, we could see changes in animal behavior, distribution, and even evolution as species adapt to the new environment. The ocean would also feel the effects. Tidal patterns, driven by the gravitational pull of the moon and the rotation of Earth, would change. Longer days and nights could lead to more extreme tides, affecting coastal ecosystems and human settlements. Marine life is highly sensitive to changes in light and tidal patterns. Coral reefs, for instance, rely on specific light conditions for photosynthesis. A shift to 48-hour days could stress these ecosystems, leading to bleaching events and changes in marine biodiversity. Weather patterns would be another area of significant change. The longer exposure to sunlight could increase temperatures during the day, leading to stronger storms and more extreme weather events. Prolonged nights could result in colder temperatures and potentially longer frost periods. Climate models suggest that extended periods of sunlight and darkness would amplify weather extremes. We might see more intense heat waves, prolonged droughts, and heavier rainfall events. Adapting to these changes would require significant advancements in weather forecasting and disaster preparedness. Our infrastructure would also need to adapt. With longer periods of darkness, energy consumption for lighting and heating could increase. Solar power generation might become less consistent, requiring advancements in energy storage and distribution to ensure a stable supply. Energy infrastructure would need to become more resilient and flexible. We might see increased reliance on alternative energy sources, such as wind and geothermal, to complement solar power. Developing efficient energy storage solutions would be critical to managing the longer periods of darkness. Despite the challenges, humanity has always shown remarkable adaptability. Societies might develop new routines and technologies to cope with the extended days and nights. Our ability to innovate and find solutions could lead to a new way of life, with unique opportunities and advancements. A shift to a 48-hour day would require significant cultural and societal adjustments. Work schedules, education systems, and even social activities would need to be reimagined. This change could foster greater creativity and resilience as we adapt to the new reality. In the end, A 48-hour day would transform our world in ways we can only begin to imagine. From our daily routines to the natural environment, every aspect of life would be affected. Yet, through adaptation and innovation, we would find ways to thrive in this new reality. Thank you for joining us on this journey into a world of 48-hour days. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more explorations into the wonders and mysteries of our universe. Until next time, stay curious and keep reaching for the stars.